Howdy folks, and welcome to yet another concert review. This time we're talking about the Black Crowes at Forest Hills on June 13th, 2026. This is my second time seeing the Crowes. Some of you may remember that I saw them back in December of 2024, and that show was great, but I was still left wanting some more songs that weren't in that set, especially stuff from Amorica. Did this show deliver yet another home run and satisfy my cravings? Well, I'll tell you.
Southern Harmony and Musical Companion, the ultimate album from America's finest rock band, the Black Crowes. Featuring the classic new single, Hotel Illness. Fill your head with the Black Crowes, the Southern Harmony and Musical Companion, out now.
So this was my second time going to Forest Hills. First time was the Arctic Monkeys concert back in September of 2023, nearly 3 years ago. Boy, how the time flies. Tempus fugit, as they say. It doesn't seem like it's changed much, if at all, since then, though. There was a similar kind of long walk to the venue, albeit there was less people here, so it didn't take that long. There also was no rain forecasted, so there weren't any people trying to hand out ponchos this time either. While I would have overall preferred the show be at an indoor venue, I think that for an outdoor venue, Forest Hills is quite good and has decent acoustics. Or maybe that's just because where I was in the venue. So, you see, they had seats on the ground this time, rather than just having people stand up. But of course, people stood up anyways, much to my annoyance, of course. But later on in the show, this nice young couple pointed out to me that there were some seats open in the very front after some guys left after some kind of fight they were having, and that I could go sit there. So that was pretty awesome, getting to be basically right in front for a good portion of the show and seat mosh to my heart's content. Something the Crowes are surprisingly really good at is making a stage set, and this show was certainly no exception. As you can see, there's a bunch of barrels as props, and the drums are sitting on a little car. They stacked the amps in a fun, sort of cluttered way, perhaps to make the stage overall look like the car crashed through everything. The other awesome thing about the stage set was the screen behind the band. They made excellent use of this screen throughout the show. It essentially served as a backdrop and showed various images, from a giant crow with rain flowing on top of it to a psychedelic version of various classic art pieces by them. It really made things come alive. As for merch, there honestly wasn't as much as I was expecting. Pretty much just shirts, not much else. I got a white Black Crowes shirt to go along with my black one from the previous show. So this show had two opening acts, South Hall and Whiskey Myers, both of whom I hadn't really heard of before. I got to the venue pretty much at the end of South Hall's set, so I can't really comment on them. I got a couple videos, but I couldn't really get a good idea of what they were about, to be honest. As for Whiskey Myers, they seemed like a decent enough southern rock band. Sadly, it was kinda hard to enjoy their set because behind me were these two drunk-ass soccer mom ladies chatting extremely loudly, saying shit like, "Oh, how's Mike doing? How is he fucking doing? Yeah. Oh, what kind of shit did you get into today? Oh, the kids really like the alcohol. Yeah. And then like shit like that. And then they even fucking said, "Oh, you think we're gonna fucking stay for the Black Crowes? You really think we're staying for the Black Crowes? You really, like, who cares about the Black Crowes?" Like, they were saying fucking shit like that. And thankfully, they indeed did not stay for the Crowes set. Thank fucking God they did not stay. Surprisingly, though, there was a lot of younger people there during the Whiskey Myers set, and a decent amount of people in shirts of them. So I'm starting to wonder, are these guys actually decently popular with my generation right now? Are they big on TikTok or something? This is the first time hearing of them. In fact, I actually remember a decent amount of people coming out of the venue after their set was over. I'm always out of the loop. And that's more than okay by me.
Mega Drive från Sega, marknadens snabbaste tv-spel.
So now we get to the set. Interestingly, Remedy was done as an opener rather than its typical spot towards the end. Still works really well though. There's tons of excellent choices here, so let's just go through the highlights. Arguably the biggest surprise here was a cover of The Rover by Led Zeppelin. Chris stated that this was their first time playing it, and it was really cool to see, especially since the Crows, of course, toured with Jimmy Page in the 2000s. They did a great job with the song, with lead guitarist Nico doing some great soloing. One of the people I was with, a fellow huge Led Zeppelin fan, said, "Okay, we can leave now, I've seen it all," after they performed it. Super cool moment. Just as I'd hoped, unlike last time, this time they did a couple of songs from Amorica, and man, were they great. We got two very beautiful songs, Cursed Diamond and Wiser Time. Wiser Time was actually when I got to go up front, and man, it's such a beautiful song. The lights were great during this one on the screen, and they just truly fit the atmosphere of both the song and the night around us. They were that beautiful color combination of like purple and like a dark blue, sort of like a violet type color. It's like a color combination I'm just obsessed with and absolutely love, so it was great that they had it during this. Looked a lot like stars. Even though there weren't stars in the sky at night, it made it feel like there were stars in the sky at night. It was really nice. And as for the song itself, the dueling solo between Nico and Rich was absolutely insane, just super good. There's a reason why this is probably the most popular song off of Amorica. It's just such a great song, with such a great moment, getting to be up front. Very beautiful moment indeed. Then there were the bouncy balls. Like at a lot of concert, people were passing around these giant bouncy balls everywhere, and I'm not sure if the band's crew threw them out into the audience at first or not, but needless to say, they were flying everywhere, and a few getting stuck on stage and nearly flying into the band's equipment. Chris kicked one of them off the stage, and some of them were actually just popped out by the crew. I believe Nico actually just straight up punted one of them out at the end of She Talks to Angels, which was awesome. And oh yeah, they did She Talks to Angels. I sometimes hear debate as to whether this song or Hard to Handle is their biggest hit. If this is their biggest hit, then it is definitely interesting that they did not do it at the last show. I like how this version had Nico playing an electric part. I think it adds to the sound of the song really nice. Now for one of my favorite moments of the night, Sting Me. Besides the fact that they did a great job with this classic song, there was a little moment in here that was really fun. Me and Nico exchanged a nice smile. Have a look for yourself.
Yeah, Nico!
Not sure how well the camera picked that up, but yeah, it was pretty fun. Nothing like two guys with the same name recognizing each other's respective awesomeness. It would also be remiss of me if I didn't mention the fact that my uncle actually got to win a meet and greet with Chris and Rich backstage. Apparently he got this through the Crow Mafia. Chris even signed the cover to his copy of Three Snakes and One Charm. Believe it or not, this isn't the first time my uncle met Rich, though. He apparently also met him back during the tour for the Magpie Salute. Not that Rich recognizes him, of course, but still, it's fun that they've now met twice.
The Black Crows. Northern Arts and Entertainment presents February 17th at Lakeview Arena.
Hey, little thing, let me light your candle coals, and mama, I'm sure all the hand and just around.
White Hot Rock from the Black Crows. Special guest, the Jayhawks.
All I want is a river.
Tickets now at usual outlets in the Lakeview Arena in Marquette. Coming February 17th. Don't miss the Black Crows.
From sneakers. So yeah, this concert pretty much answers all the questions at the beginning with a hell yeah. Great show the Crows put on here. Definitely a bit better than the previous one. The whole band was absolutely on fire. Highly recommend seeing them if you haven't and have the chance. Really makes you feel like you've taken a time machine to 1992, which, as the editing style of this video implies, is kind of what I'm trying to go for with the look of my future videos. Hope you enjoy this style, and I'll be seeing y'all next time. Happy trails!